Is it a group of young men? Is it an event? Is it a competition? Is it fellowship? Is it any of those things, or is it all of those things? I'm not quite sure.
It's supposed to be just kind of a gathering place for the young men in the Northeast Ohio area who are involved in the battalions. You know, the churches really don't have that much interaction because of how far apart they are, so it's a nice way to kind of bring everyone together. And of course, the guise of bringing everyone together is under that of competition.
So basically, the Klondike is just a time for a lot of the churches and the guys, like high school age, to come together and compete and do some fun stuff.
Is that really the Klondike, though? Hopefully, this will help answer that question. Now, if you've ever seen a Klondike video, I'm sure you're expecting me to start playing some very loud, very epic music. That'd be fine and all, but I'm not going to. This year, I've decided to take a candid look at the Klondike, rather than just show you event after event. Well, I don't really know what I'm waiting for, so here goes nothing. Hi, thank you for watching the 2016 Klondike video. Right now we're going to get right into the events, the first of which is always the Bible quiz. Now the Bible quiz is very straightforward. Our whole team studies a book of the Bible, and then we take a test on it. It's very straightforward. Yet, despite that factor, we always try to make the Bible quiz epic in the video. Take a look at what I mean. See what I mean? It doesn't really work as an epic thing because there's nothing epic about it. So, let's just say this is what the 2016 Bible quiz looks like. Same as every year, right? Yep. Alright. Moving on to the next event. This is considered one of the most stressful events of the entire Klondike. Now it's very important because 1, you're memorizing scripture, and 2, this is an extremely high-scoring event. In fact, due to its importance, some members of battalions have been excommunicated from their churches because they forfeited this event. Alright, that might not be completely true. Let's see what one of our battalion members, Stephen Schoenwald, has to say about his experience with the memory verses.
Hi. Hello. Dang it. I can't in front of a camera.
Okay.
Hi, my name's Steven and I was in the tug of war. Memory verses is a long process. It's very stressful, or at least it used to be. It's gotten a lot more lax recently, but like my first year, we memorized the verses. I memorized them really well because my first year and I didn't want to miss anything. But the person who's doing the verses, like the moderator guy, was probably one of the scariest persons I met. I was really small, kind of still am, but I was really small back then, and he was really tall and big, and he was like staring down at me, and then when we did it, he said, "Do you want to say it again?" It was like really low, and I was like, I couldn't even say anything. I was just shook my head. I got it right though.
Psalm 86, 10 through 12. For you are great and do marvelous deeds. You alone are God. Teach me your way, Lord, that I may rely on your faithfulness. Give me an undivided heart, that I may fear your name. Psalm 86, 10 through 12.
Ruth 1:16. But Ruth replied, "Don't urge me to leave you or to turn back from you. Where you go, I will go, and where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God, my God." Ruth 1:16.
Luke 14:26 and 27. If anyone comes to me and does not hate father and mother, wife and children, brothers and sisters, yes, even their own life, such a person cannot be my disciple. And whoever does not carry their cross and follow me cannot be my disciple. Luke 14:26 and 27.
Mark 8:34 and 35. Then he called the crowd to him along with his disciples and said, "Whoever wants to be my disciple must deny themselves and take up their cross and follow me. For whoever wants to save their life will lose it, but whoever loses their life for me and for the gospel will save it." Mark 8:34 and 35.
Revelation 3:15 and 16. I know your deeds, that you are neither cold nor hot. I wish you were either one or the other. So, because you are lukewarm, neither hot nor cold, I am about to spit you out of my mouth. Revelation 3:15 and 16.
The log saw is a very interesting event. Our whole team splits up into pairs, and we take turns cutting a chunk off of a massive log. The team with the fastest time wins. Now, to be perfectly honest, that's not usually us. But last year, we got first place. I'll let battalion leader Johnathan Staggs tell you a little bit about that. Sorry about that. Apparently Johnathan doesn't really talk in front of cameras. Long story short, we completely forgot about the log saw last year. We forgot to train, we forgot to bring our saw, so we had to pull an old rusty saw out of a shed. But man, we sawed our hearts out. Ooh, that was gruesome. I'm sorry. Sawed our hearts off. We sawed and put in a lot of effort into our hearts to saw, and we won.
Your time starts in 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Push. 3. Don't push, John. Let him take it.
Alright, sorry for my awful pun, but it is somewhat true. I don't have to say much. Micah Spansel says it all, so I'm going to turn it over to him. He really opened his heart up to me. I'm very grateful. I really think you guys are going to be impacted deeply by his words.
My name is Micah Spansel, and I competed in the knot tying event.
Very good. I like that.
I can't think of knot tying in serious. Take one. Okay. So, when you're in the knot tying competition, the judge stands in front of you and hands you the piece of rope. It's the most intense time of the Klondike. The whole team's looking at you, depending on every move. I was given the square knot, one of the most difficult knots to tie. So everything inside me was like pumping. I was getting butterflies, and I was just ready to go. I thought in my head, what's a square knot? So I was thinking what a square knot looks like in my head so I could visualize it. So I took the rope. I remembered right over left, left over right. And as soon as I got that, I was like, oh yeah, this is right. I look around, everybody's like, you got this, Micah. I was like, I got this, Micah. So I did right over left and left over right. I handed it to the guy, and he's like, that's right. I was like, no way. So I was like, pumping everything again, because this is super intense, you know, the knot tying event. And then he said, what is it used for? And I said, I don't know. What is it used for? Just kidding, I didn't say that. That would be rude, you know? Not in this kind of a competition, it's too intense. So anyway, I was like, it's used to tie two ropes of equal diameter to each other. And he's like, you got it right. And that's how we won the knot tying event. Right like that.
Alright, fire building. This is an event where the entire team goes out into the woods, gathers twigs, sticks, and floof. Note, floof is the inside of dead bark. It's very light, it catches fire very well, and it's floofy. And then they come back to our fire pit, we build our pyramid stick thingy, and then we light that. We light it with one match if possible, and then we see how fast we can burn through a dowel rod, which has worked out very well in the past. This year, our dowel rod just kind of bent, if you know what I mean.
Okay, keep counting.
3.
Hey guys, you need to direct that flame a little bit.
3. 1, 2, 3. 1.
Slide the whole thing toward Drew a little bit.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1.
We're spectating, so we like being together.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, yeah, just let it go, guys. Joseph, just push it this way so the flame.
One, two, three. Alright, yeah. Stop it.
Nothing we can do but wait, boys.
Feel. 12 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 3.
What the heck, dude?
Can I sue? What the heck?
You gotta be kidding me.
So close.
We have a defective rod. Is there a piece of copper going through the middle of that?
So close. You guys are under 8.
Orienteering. This event pretty much consists of looking through compasses, walking around in the woods, and trying to find tiny pieces of paper taped on trees. Enough said?
Say it again.
50 to here.
The Tug of War. This is one of our battalion's favorite events, as we put a lot of effort into it, and it's very exciting. This year, our team did very well. All the team members pulled as one man, and we defeated every single opponent that we had. It was so much like clockwork, makes me want to listen to some jazz. The biathlon. You run down a hill, shoot a gun a couple times, run back up a hill. Your partner does the same thing.
My name is Dillon Serraglio, and I was in the biathlon this year for the Klondike for Leroy. Well, I've been in the biathlon for, I believe, 3 years now. And the first year, I competed with Joseph Detling, and we got second place, which, as far as Leroy is concerned, is pretty good. Traditionally, we've come third or fourth almost every year. So second place was kind of good. The year following that was Joseph's last year in it, and between the two of us, he competed really well. He trained for probably a solid year in advance, and we wound up winning for the first time. This past year was a very interesting experience because we had Dougie, who had not done the biathlon before. So the idea of I was training to compete, but trying to impart some of the knowledge that I had gained so that he could compete well along with me was a really cool thing to experience, and he did phenomenally. What the biathlon is running and shooting. So the running portion of it, we've never actually gotten a clear answer as to what the distance is. It's still kind of a mystery. We've heard anywhere between it's a quarter mile each way to, 3/4 of a mile each way. Basically, you run down to the shooting range, fire 5 rounds out of your .22 rifle, and then run back. And the rounds are hand-loaded, iron sights. You're not allowed to have a scope of any kind or any magazine. Your hands are very cold at this point, and trying to handle the little tiny bullet to load it into the gun and fire it is very difficult. That's one of the biggest challenges of the event. The other big challenge of the event is the first half of the race. It's really a challenge to maintain your breathing in such a way that when you get down there, you can actually fire your rounds effectively and still maintain some sort of composure so as to be able to get back out of the range somewhat intact. The race back, and traditionally it's the same course-ish every year. It's pretty close to the same course. And the run down is mostly downhill, which means that on the way back, after you've tried to conserve your energy, it's all the way uphill back to the start line. Which you would think, trying to control your breathing, going downhill on the way would make it easier. It's actually a mental game, because on the way down, you're going downhill, you automatically want to run faster. But even though you're going downhill and it's technically easier running faster still makes you breathe harder. So trying to resist the urge to say, oh, I have a downhill, I'll use this to my advantage and go fast, is really difficult. You kind of have to keep your wits about you throughout the entire event. You also have to keep your lighting about you throughout the entire event. For lighting.
Push, Dillon, push! 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 You got this! Push! Push! Come on, Billy! Billy! Bring it in!
Come on. He's your man. He's who you want to be in front of. You're doing really good. Really good shooting time. Doing really good, Doug. Don't give up.
Let's go. You got it,
Buddy. Come on, push it, buddy. We need you.
You got it.
Everything you got. Come on, Doug. You got it. Almost there. Come on, Doug. Everything you got.
Come on.
Everything you got.
Do this.
Good job, Doug. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Take it home. Come on. Go. You got it. All the way. As hard as you can. You got it. Go.
Well, I decided to end this year's Klondike video, as usual, by showing the sled pull competition. This competition is a good ending to the day. It's kind of the grand finale to the weekend. And it's very special to the Leroy team, because this year, we won the sled pull for the 10th year in a row. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the 2016 Klondike video. Hope to see you next time. Thanks.